The Golden Touch. Once upon a time, in the ancient land of Phrygia, there lived a powerful and wealthy king named Midas. He dwelled in a magnificent palace, adorned with priceless jewels and gleaming metals, testament to his immense riches. But for King Midas, all this wealth was never quite enough. More than anything in the world, he loved gold. He spent his days counting his golden coins, admiring his golden statues, and wishing he had even more of the precious metal. He believed that gold was the greatest treasure, the source of all happiness and power. One day, as fate would have it, a satyr named Silenus, a companion of the god Dionysus, wandered into King Midas's rose garden. Having indulged a little too freely in wine, Silenus had fallen asleep amidst the fragrant bushes. When Midas's servants discovered him, they brought him before the king. Midas, recognizing the satyr as a friend of a powerful god, treated him with immense hospitality, entertaining him for 10 days and 10 nights with feasts and merriment. When Dionysus finally came to retrieve Silenus, he was so pleased with Midas's kindness that he offered the king a single wish. "Ask for anything you desire, King Midas," the god declared, "and it shall be yours." Midas's eyes gleamed with avarice. Without a moment's hesitation, he exclaimed, "Oh, great Dionysus! I wish that everything I touch may turn to gold." Dionysus smiled, a knowing glint in his eyes. "Your wish is granted, King Midas," he said. "But be warned, for not all that glitters is truly gold." With those words, Dionysus and Silenus vanished. Midas awoke the next morning, eager to test his new power, stretched out his hand and touched his bedpost. Lo and behold, the wooden bedpost instantly transformed into gleaming, solid gold. His heart pounded with excitement. He touched his chair, and it too became pure gold. He rushed through his chambers, touching tables, vases, and statues, watching in awe as everything transmuted into the radiant yellow metal. "This is truly magnificent," he cried, overcome with joy. "I am the richest king in the world." Feeling a pang of hunger, Midas went to his dining hall. He reached for a plump grape, but as his fingers closed around it, the juicy fruit hardened into a tiny golden orb. He tried to eat a piece of bread, but it became a golden loaf, too hard to bite. He lifted a goblet of water to his lips, but as the liquid touched his mouth, it solidified into a golden cup, leaving him parched. A terrible realization began to dawn upon King Midas. His cherished golden touch, once a blessing, had become a curse. He couldn't eat, he couldn't drink, he couldn't enjoy any of the simple pleasures of life. The very things necessary for his survival were now untouchable. Just then, his beloved daughter, Marigold, skipping joyfully, entered the room. She was the light of his life, more precious to him than all his gold. "Father," she exclaimed, rushing to hug him. In a moment of forgetfulness and joy at seeing her, Midas instinctively reached out to embrace her. As his hands touched her, the warmth of her skin instantly turned cold and hard. Before his horrified eyes, his beautiful, laughing daughter transformed into a cold, lifeless golden statue. Her vibrant eyes, once full of life, became blank, gleaming orbs of metal. King Midas let out a cry of anguish, a sound of profound despair. His golden touch, the source of his pride, had taken from him the one thing he truly loved. He wept bitterly, his tears turning into golden drops as they fell. He now understood the true meaning of Dionysus's warning. All his wealth, all his gold, meant nothing without the warmth of human connection, the taste of food, or the comfort of water. In his misery, Midas pleaded with Dionysus. "Oh, great God," he cried, tearing at his golden hair, "forgive my foolishness. Take back this terrible gift, I beg of you. Restore my daughter and the simple joys of life. I have learned my lesson. Gold is not the greatest treasure." Dionysus, hearing Midas's heartfelt plea and seeing his genuine remorse, appeared before him. "King Midas," the god said, his voice gentle, "you have truly learned the bitter lesson of avarice. Go to the river Pactolus and wash yourself in its waters. Its current will carry away your golden touch. And to reverse the effect on your daughter, sprinkle the river water over everything you have touched." With a glimmer of hope, Midas rushed to the river Pactolus. He plunged his hands into the cool water, feeling a strange sensation as the golden power drained away. He drank deeply from the river, feeling life return to his parched throat. He then filled a pitcher with the water and hurried back to his palace. With trembling hands, he sprinkled the water over the golden statue of his daughter. Slowly, miraculously, the golden sheen faded, and Marigold's soft skin and rosy cheeks returned. She blinked, looking confused, and then embraced her father, her laughter echoing through the hall. Midas then sprinkled the water over the bread, the grapes, and all the other golden objects in his palace. One by one, they returned to their original forms. From that day forward, King Midas was a changed man. He no longer worshipped gold. He understood that true wealth lay not in material possessions, but in the simple joys of life, in the love of his family, the beauty of nature, and in the ability to appreciate what he had. He lived a simpler, happier life, no longer consumed by greed, and always remembered the profound lesson of his golden touch. Moral of the story. The moral of the golden touch is multifaceted. Be careful what you wish for. Our desires can sometimes bring unexpected and undesirable consequences. What seems like a blessing can turn into a curse if not carefully considered. Greed is destructive. The story highlights the dangers of excessive avarice. Midas's insatiable desire for gold led him to lose sight of what truly mattered in life. True wealth is not material. The most precious things in life, love, family, nature, and the simple ability to experience life's basic pleasures, cannot be bought with gold. Appreciate what you have. Midas only realized the value of ordinary things after they were taken from him. It teaches us to cherish the present and be grateful for the simple, everyday aspects of life that we often take for granted. Balance and moderation. Extreme desires often lead to unhappiness. The story advocates for a balanced perspective on material possessions. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. See you soon with another interesting video.